Hey, what's going on, chess fanatics? We're here for round 33 at this point. Currently rated at 1630. Been on a little bit of a backslide here. Again, got to get the rating up. I think it's just some little things. Need to focus on some better endgame play, and largely just need to make better, more efficient decisions moving forward. So we'll try and do that today as we hop into the 10-minute pool. We might try some 15-minute games in the future, but got an opponent out of Italy, rated 1606. We're going to open with d4. We've been playing some QGD stuff as of late, and so what we will do is get into a more traditional London setup. And we will go with bishop d3 and likely bring the knight in from b to d2. So kind of switch things up a little bit. I mean, I honestly don't care if they take. Maybe it's not the best to give this up, but okay, so our opponent is just giving us a tempo, I guess, on the bishop, so we'll take advantage of that. And you know, I think what we'll do is just take this opportunity to actually we'll develop the knight and continue to pester this bishop. Okay, so I'm surprised they didn't want to take my bishop, but I think this is a good trade, so I'll get their light squared bishop. Hopefully we'll have some good activity on the light squares. Okay, I'm assuming, yeah, bishop developed out. Let's bring the rook out. And okay. A3, maybe what we'll do is play b4. We'll be stuck with this backwards pawn, but hopefully it won't be too much of a liability. Okay, I'm wondering, are they looking to bring the knight in here? I'm gonna just go ahead and take this. So, no reason not to threaten checkmate. Okay. Now, here's where we should take a little bit of time and try and actually come up with a reasonable plan. So we've limited some of the movement on the queen side. So if we look at some knight moves, then they just take, so obviously not a good idea. Although they certainly can't take with the pawn, so if this bishop moves, that would obviously lead to checkmate. You know, I wonder, I almost want to put the king aside and play g4. I mean, that could definitely be a move, right? Just king h1, rook over g4. Alternatively, I could develop, yeah, this is not such an effective move, bringing the knight over and then developing here. So how should we best start this? Yeah, I feel like it's always so risky pushing these pawns, but how else are we going to get an attack? Okay, we're going to just clamp down on the d5 square. Okay, now, do we bring the rook over, or do we just push g4? So if they push, take, yeah, I mean, let's just go for it. I feel like this could be really bad, but we'll either mate them or they'll mate us. I guess that's how this game's going to go down. Okay, opponent going into a bit of a think here. I mean, I feel like this is pretty chaotic, but it's always fun to play g4, even though it's likely a bad move. But we'll have to check that with the computer after. Maybe I should have started with king h1, for example. Okay, opponent just ignores entirely. So what if we now push this? Then what? I mean, takes. Let's just go for it. Okay. Now, check, king over. Yeah. Now what if we just move the king over now? Or if we go knight over. Okay, king over. Rook. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I think what we'll do is develop the rook up, because it'll afford some protection here to the weak h2 pawn. Clearly, opponent's going to get some counterplay. Now, alternatively, we could develop. Now, if knight over, yeah, it's too slow. Okay. Now, wait a second. If we play check. Okay, wait. So if we play check, where are they gonna go? I mean, I'm assuming back, then we play check here. Yeah, we'll just get into it, see what happens, I guess. So I feel like, okay, check. Okay, check. Okay, now is there anything better? Than winning rooks right now? I can't really think anything. Okay. Now we'll develop the knight. Try and quickly trade things down if we can. Okay, wait a second. Let's go check. 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 Okay, now let's go. Now we'll play king h1. Rook over. Okay. Yeah, I mean, check over. Okay, so losing a rook's not ideal. Check, king over, check, yeah, down. So what we will do is this, bring the rook over. It's not the ideal square that we wanted, but okay. So that's gonna pick us up a bishop. And yeah, the opponent just resigns there. So, all right, we got the job done. Opponent from Italy, MOBA 1946. Finally, bring the rating back up a little bit more of a clean game for a change. Yeah, we're gonna have to do more of that in the future. So this is what we like to see. Reasonable accuracy, pretty straightforward opening, I think, on the most part. So we were able to maintain a very, very slight edge. And we were able to ultimately just build upon that. So this is what I need to do, I think, moving forward, as opposed to just getting stuck in so many varying end games. I need to just play a little bit more attacking chess. I'm kind of curious to see what its thoughts were on my f4 and g4 play. That's going to be debatable for sure, but hey, okay. So it did not like that. I had a pretty good thought that it wouldn't like it. Okay, so what would be a better move? I mean, I thought of coming out and pinning, but then, we're just going to see that. So I figured some sort of quick play was going to be best. So let's just see. Okay. So best. Yeah, okay, so this is best now. Let's see. A lot of checks there. Now, luckily we had everything nicely held down here, so that bishop d3 is good, and knight bd2 can certainly help solidify the fort and give us a little bit of play on the queen side, but opponent largely left it alone and just allowed us to attack, which is nice for a change. So here we are, day 33, finally got the job done. Current rating looks like 1637. Yeah, that's where we stand for today. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow.